Welcome to today's episode of Uncovering the Truth. I'm your host, ready to take you on a journey through one of Canada's most mysterious and troubling medical mysteries. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss out on breaking stories like this one. In New Brunswick, Canada, an enigmatic brain illness is spreading faster than the government wants us to know about it. The story begins in 2013 when local health officials started noticing a cluster of unexplained neurological symptoms among residents. What began as scattered cases has now blossomed into something far more sinister, a possible outbreak that could be much larger than previously reported. According to recent investigations, the actual number of cases might be closer to 150 people affected since 2013. That's nearly 10 times higher than what officials have officially acknowledged. Imagine a community in fear, families torn apart by an invisible enemy that no one seems willing to name or confront. But there's more. The Guardian reports that these cases aren't just isolated incidents, they're part of a pattern where people develop symptoms after coming into close contact with someone already sick, often while caring for them. These are not just random occurrences, but potential signs of an environmental factor at play. One leading theory points to blue-green algae, specifically the toxin BMAA, as the culprit behind this mysterious illness. Now imagine lobsters being harvested from waters teeming with harmful algae, potentially carrying high levels of BMAA, a toxin linked to neurological disorders like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. This raises an alarming question: could local seafood be poisoning unsuspecting consumers? But here's where things get really bizarre. Scientists have been trying to test the brains of deceased individuals for traces of this harmful toxin, hoping it would unlock the mystery behind these devastating illnesses. Yet, despite desperate pleas from families and mounting evidence suggesting a connection, the New Brunswick government has forbidden federal scientists from conducting these critical tests. Why, you ask yourself? Could it mean that thousands of people have unknowingly consumed food contaminated with this dangerous toxin over the years? The implications are staggering. If BMAA is indeed responsible, and if it's been present in our seafood for decades, how many lives have already been altered or cut short by a government's reluctance to face facts? As we speak, families are grieving, unsure of what took their loved ones so suddenly. But the story doesn't stop there. The rise of blue-green algae is no coincidence. It's part of a much larger narrative: climate change. Warmer waters and increased pollution create perfect breeding grounds for these toxic blooms. In a recent study published in Nature, researchers found that nearly 70% of freshwater lakes worldwide are showing signs of worsening algal blooms. So, what does this mean for the future? As temperatures continue to rise and our oceans warm up, we can expect more outbreaks like this one, impacting not just New Brunswick, but communities around the globe. Are we prepared for the health crisis that awaits us if we don't take immediate action? This story is not just about Canada, it's a warning sign for all of us. It calls into question our willingness to confront inconvenient truths and the lengths governments might go to protect economic interests over public health. In conclusion, this mystery in New Brunswick serves as a stark reminder that climate change isn't just about polar bears and melting ice caps. It's about real people suffering from illnesses we can't seem to pin down or cure. It's time for us all to demand transparency and accountability from our leaders when it comes to the health of our planet and its inhabitants. So, what will you do with this information? Will you share it with your friends and family, urging them to be more aware of their surroundings and to push for change in how we address environmental issues? Remember, every voice counts. Together, we can make a difference. And as always, I hope you'll stick around until the end of the video and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Let's keep the conversation going and fight for transparency and truth. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and let's work together to uncover more stories like this one.